news because she had 10 cosmetic procedures in one day. But hey, Heidi can afford it. Our next guest says reversing the aging process can be achieved on any budget, and she's here to show us how. Please welcome the author of Forget the Facelift, Dr. Doris Day. Welcome, Doctor. So, I love when you sang Que Sera Sera, by the way. Nobody got that? What am I, the oldest person in this room? Okay.
We're actually going to start from the high end down,
Doris Day is her name, yeah. Okay, Dr. Day, what if you don't have any money?
We're going to get there, right?
The girl we talked about, Heidi Montag, she's got some money.
Well, sometimes less is more, and it's not always a good thing to spend a lot of money, even if you have a lot of money to spend.
Right, and we're going to show you in different brackets what you can do in each budget form, right? So we're going to start if you have between $10,000 and $5,000. Right. What can you do?
Okay, so in the highest price points, there's a lot of really great choices, and the great news in 2010 is that you can combine treatments. So we can start with fillers like Radiesse, Restylane. Sculptra is a great volumizer that just got FDA approved. Juvederm is a great choice. We have Botox and Dysport. But you combine these with things like Thermage, which is radio frequency for tissue tightening, and this gives you nice lift and tightening. This is not a painful procedure.
Why does she have a bingo tablet on her face?
That's a marker that shows you where to go. But you can see she really has a nice jawline afterwards. It's much smoother. And this doesn't have any pain, but she still needs her skin to look better. So we combine this with laser resurfacing. And what this will do is this will make her skin surface look better and the skin cells more healthy. And that actually minimizes her risk of skin cancer.
And is this a one-time deal? I mean, so what? That's
These
about
are one-time treatments.
So that's between $5,000 and $10,000 you spend for
when
that. You don't have to
them.
do it when you combine them.
Right.
You don't have to do it again.
And then you combine that with Botox and laser peel and Radiesse and fillers, and you look what I call subtly dramatic. You look so much better, but you don't look done. This is not surgery. This is volumizing, contouring, sculpting. And we're injecting these in ways we haven't before. So we're not just filling lines and wrinkles.
Okay, so let's move down another bracket. If you have between $1,000 and $5,000, so what is something you can do?
So we're still into the injectables to some extent. I'm going to show you Botox so that you can see it's not a painful injection. So we're going to look at Marissa, who is in her upper 40s. She's a beautiful woman.
You're gorgeous. You don't
been
need
my patient
anything.
for a while.
Oh, thank you.
You really just look fine. What is she going to do to you?
So what we're going to do is a little bit of Botox to give her a lift of her brows. So I'm going to do it as I show you. I'm going to show you as I do it.
I think your brows look nice.
Well, but she's making this line across her forehead.
She doesn't need that line across her forehead.
Right. Okay. So we're going to put a little bit of Botox into there. So I'm just going to inject. You can see it's not a particularly painful injection.
Well, they put an analgesic on you to
none.
You don't even need
not
that?
painful. Some people do, but that's just the placebo effect. Or if you're running
Here, give me some of that.
Well, that's what happens. People ask for that. And then just do a little bit in the middle. And these are areas that we normally treat.
Okay.
So, but you can also lift up the corners of the mouth by putting a little bit into the angle of the jaw.
Okay. How long until this stuff starts working? Is she like lifted on the way out of the office?
No, it starts in about 2 days. And we can also do areas of the neck to give her a tighter, more contoured neck. So it's going to take a few days, but I have some before and afters.
Okay.
A combination of Botox and Juvederm Ultra. So you can see her eyes are more open. Look, that hooding on the eye is gone.
Okay.
And look how much smoother and her smile is.
Now, what did you do? You got rid of jowls over here?
This will lift up the corners and make her jawline smoother, and you can tighten and contour the neck.
And what did you put? Tell us again.
This was Botox that I used in her. And then we'll do a little bit of filler along to fill in further, a little bit in here, and a little bit into the, just a little bit. And we go into different layers of the skin now, so she'll have a nice lift, and she'll look so natural.
Now, let me ask you this. We talked, when Joy entered the piece, she talked about Heidi Montag. She had 10 procedures in one day. How many of these things, because you are talking about some combinations, how many are safe in one day for the average woman?
It depends on what you do, but honestly, I've never met a 23-year-old who needs a brow lift. I've just never seen it. So maybe they're out there and they exist. It depends on what you're doing. So, you know, a lot of times when someone comes in and I think they're too young, I'll discuss with them about proper skincare and educate them and help direct them going forward. It's okay for someone to ask you, but it's also okay as an aesthetic physician to say no.
Sure. Okay, great. So let's move on. We're going to go to this bracket. Thanks, Marissa. $500 to $1,000. This is where we are now. This is nothing injectable, right? It's all cream topical.
Now we're into skincare, but this is a little bit more superficial, but it really holds back the aging process. This is a retinoic acid-based peel that we do, that you do part in the office and part when you go home. It really brightens. So I have some before and afters of this. This is a woman who had a lot of sun damage. She's Japanese, Spanish. So she had skin of color. I'm not trying to lighten her skin. I'm trying to even out her skin tone. She never went out without makeup before, and now she can go out without makeup, and she feels really good about it. So this is just evening out her skin tone and making her skin more healthy.
Let's go out with makeup.
Well, let's jump back to
She's very athletic and very active. She rollerblades everywhere.
But some women do want to go actually right to the source of the problem, fix the skin, rather than try to cover it up. Now,
and her skin's more healthy.
Right. Now, let's talk about less than $500.
So we have different categories. Everybody in any category, if you're going to do anything to make your skin look better, you have to maintain it. And we're talking sun protection every day, all year round. And for people who don't like it, you can even get ones that you brush on right over your makeup when you go out. So there's no excuse to not wear sunscreen. And these are all different price points. These are anti-wrinkle, anti-aging hydrators. So this is a little bit more expensive. In the Neocutis brand, Olay Professional Pro X is in the drugstore, Aveeno is in the drugstore. These are great drugstore products.
They really work, though.
Yes, they have clinical trials, and the Olay actually compared in a clinical trial to a prescription brand retinoid. So these do have data behind them that are in our peer-reviewed journals.
But does it make your skin tighter? Doesn't do that.
A little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes depending on how much from the over-the-counter.
When your skin's more healthy, it's going to have better elasticity, and it will be a little tighter.
No cash at all. What do you do?
Well, in my book, Forget the Facelift, I have lots of really great home recipes. And so there's lots of stuff you can do with things you have in the house, getting a healthy diet, exercising, all those things. And also it's in your head. It's what you were talking about before. If you project youth and health, but there's great facial exercises as well. So when you wake, you're going to do this with me. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to open your eyes wide, open your mouth wide, feel sunshine come in, feel your face widen, so you're aware of all those expressions.
Good morning!
Move your ears back. Practice moving your ears back, because that will lift your face,
My grandmother used to do this. Did that do anything?
No.
Not much.
No? I'm not sure why she did it, but I love you, Mama.
Why did I marry him? Why did I marry him?
No!
So that's really helpful. And all those expressions and what you put through, you know, there's no shortcuts. If you want to have beautiful skin, you have to take really great care of your whole body, and it will show in your skin as well.
Thank you so much. This is great information. You're all beautiful, and you're all going home with a copy of Dr. Day's book. We'll be right back.